Taurus, the drive you've been waiting for just arrived. Aquarius, your core is being tested. Cancer, two generous forces land in your corner. Subscribe and stay for your sign. Aries, the sprint is over, and something in your body already knows it. That restless push you've been running on since March? It shifts on Tuesday into something slower and built for distance. You might feel like your engine dropped a gear and mistake that for stalling. It isn't. Monday carries a window of real magnetism and creative energy. Use it before the frequency changes. Then from Tuesday, start the unglamorous work. The project that needs daily hands on it. The thing you've been circling because it requires patience you weren't ready to commit to. A pressure also builds toward the weekend, something stubborn meeting something immovable. Don't force what isn't ready to yield. The sprint is done. What you build slowly now is what lasts. Taurus, a surge of drive and physical energy arrives in your sign on Tuesday, the kind you haven't felt in nearly 2 years, and it belongs to you. Your solar season wraps midweek, so the first half carries both the spotlight and the engine simultaneously. That combination doesn't come often. Make a move on something physical, financial, or creative you've been circling. Start it, don't just plan it. Later in the week, something pushes back against your momentum. Treat it as information. What's actually blocking you? Not the surface obstacle, the real one underneath? Don't dig in just to prove a point. What you want from connection also shifts this week towards something deeper and warmer. You're not just building externally, Taurus. Something inside is claiming more ground too. Gemini, your birthday season opens midweek with something unexpected at the door. The electric thinking crackling in your mind since last week, ideas arriving sideways, conversations that shift direction fast, that's not settling. It sharpens. Around Wednesday, when the spotlight lands fully in your sign, you get a rare combination. Lightning bolt thinking, an intuitive channel that makes your words land emotionally, and insight that reaches under the surface. Use this window for the creative pitch, the important conversation, the writing that needs to move people. The challenge is the noise. Too many threads, sleep disrupted, no clear priority. Pick one thread. A departure on Tuesday removes the social ease you've been enjoying, but what you gain is more interesting, depth over charm. Your birthday season starts with a jolt. Welcome what it reveals. Cancer, something generous is walking through your door this week. What you desire in love and connection arrives in your sign on Tuesday, joining the warm, expanding energy that's been here all season. Tuesday and Wednesday are your most emotionally receptive days. What you know without knowing how you know it on those days is almost always accurate. Don't override it with logic. Reach toward the intimate conversation, the vulnerable ask, the connection that asks you to lead with your heart. A group dynamic in the background involves someone with more power than they should have. That isn't yours to absorb. Your window this week is relational warmth and creative abundance, the kind of presence that makes people feel genuinely held. The emotional abundance available to you right now is real, Cancer. Receive it. Leo, your ruling energy is heading for a surprise midweek, and the challenge that arrives with it shows you whether disruption breaks you or reveals something better. Monday is warm and grounded, a strong day for visibility and bold moves. Use it. Around Wednesday, something rewires how you're seeing yourself or how others are seeing you. A revelation you didn't plan for. Wednesday is also the week's challenge. Something tests your confidence. Pride shows up as a guard dog when genuine self-assurance is what's needed. Those two things feel similar from the inside but produce very different outcomes. When someone holds a mirror up and you don't love what you see, don't defend the image. Adjust the behavior. This week upgrades you, Leo. That's not always comfortable. It is always useful. Virgo, your ruling mind just had a breakthrough. And this week is about trusting the unconventional insight before you analyze it back into a question. The ideas that arrived from a sideways angle, the solution from somewhere unexpected, those are real. Your thinking has an unusual quality this week. Precision meeting intuition in a way Virgo rarely gets, creative solutions that hold up under scrutiny, analysis that reaches under the data rather than just reading its surface. Wednesday is your clearest day. A near-exact alignment between your ruling mind and the energy of structure makes it the sharpest strategic day you'll have in months. Don't waste it on small tasks. The data isn't coming back more complete. A decision is being asked for and you already have enough? Trust the breakthrough, Virgo. Libra. Your ruling energy shifts temperature this week from breezy to something warmer and more honest about what it wants. Monday is your high point for social magnetism, charm at a peak. If there's a pitch or a romantic move you've been hesitating on, Monday is when you make it. By Tuesday, what you want from connection stops being about sparkle and starts being about genuine emotional safety. Midweek, a fog settles over how you're seeing someone close. You're seeing them in their best possible light, and that's beautiful, but slow down before deepening commitment to a version of them that hasn't been tested. Let what they actually show you catch up to what you're feeling. What do you actually want, Libra? This week is when you start answering that. Scorpio. A pressure builds all week toward near exact by Sunday, and you can already feel it. External forces, stubborn and material, are pushing against something transforming quietly inside you. Here's your edge. You see underneath what people are demanding. You know what they actually want beneath the posturing, and that insight is sharper than usual. Your thinking reaching depths not normally accessible. Use that in negotiation, in any conversation requiring strategic depth. The trap is matching force with force, letting the pressure pull you into a confrontation where the real goal was control, not resolution. Strategic patience isn't passivity. There's also care available without conditions this week if you're willing to be less armored. Stay with what you know, Scorpio. The one who stays calm holds the ground. Sagittarius. This week, your beliefs and your heart are working together, and the invitation is to not leave one behind for the other. Something you care about deeply becomes more beautiful, more shared, more felt this week. Let that be real instead of turning it into theory. Monday carries a fading window of open doors. Use it for anything requiring enthusiasm. Midweek, a moment of strong creative confidence arrives. Your best day to pitch something with real belief behind it or make a bold move that requires courage rather than certainty. Go bold on Wednesday. Someone close may say something that genuinely surprises you. Information from an unexpected direction. Stay curious instead of defensive. What you believe and what you feel are pointing in the same direction, Sagittarius. Follow both. Capricorn, Wednesday is the one day this week you cannot afford to waste. A near exact alignment between your ruling energy and the planet of communication makes it the clearest planning day you've had in months. Your thinking organizes into lasting structure, conversations produce real commitments, and your strategic communication is at its sharpest. Schedule the important meeting there. Lock the commitment. The first half carries a grounded, practical quality. Use it for concrete tasks. From midweek, the atmosphere shifts lighter and airier, less supportive of your preference for the tangible. Get material work done early. A power struggle in the air isn't yours. A conflict happening around you, not at you. Non-involvement is the wise move. The long game wins this week, Capricorn. Not the loudest move, the most deliberate one. Aquarius, something is being tested at your core this week, and it's not subtle. External pressure, stubborn and material, pushes against what you've been quietly transforming inside yourself. Power dynamics feel personal because they are. The transformation you're going through is internal. It doesn't need external defense. When someone pushes against you, the wrong move is matching their stubbornness. The right move is asking what the pressure reveals about where you actually have control and where you've been acting as if you do. That honest accounting is the real work. Around Wednesday, something you've been building quietly may become visible or suddenly understood by others. The insight that arrives quietly this week is the valuable one. Don't fight the pressure, Aquarius. Let it show you where the real leverage lives. Pisces. The creative channel is wide open this week, and the invitation is to trust what flows through it. A direct line opens between language and your ruling imagination. Tightest from Tuesday through Thursday. What comes through is inspired and useful. Dreams that reveal something real, conversations that actually touch something, writing that comes from somewhere deeper than technique. This is your most fertile window of the month. Begin before conditions feel perfect. The caution is around love. A veil of beauty settles over how you're seeing someone close, making them look more perfect than they've had the chance to prove. Reality check gently before deepening investment. Let them show you. The pressure that's been tightening around who you can be is loosening now. Trust the channel, Pisces, and look clearly at what's actually there. That's your weekly reading for May 18th through 24th. Drop a comment with your sign. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a reading.